Number 40 in the Radiance range is By a Man's Face Shall You Know Him, from director Kato, who has 4 movies now in the Radiance lineup, and to be honest, they're all pretty great. This is from 1966. It's an interesting story. It's post-war Tokyo, dealing with the ramifications of the war, dealing with Japan's Korean nationalists who have settled there, and we focus on a small town where there is this doctor working in a market who's just trying his best to get by. Played by Noboru Ando in a wonderful performance. We kind of see him struggle with everything that's going on. His character, Amamiya, is a man who has obviously seen some violence. We focus a lot on his natural scar that he has in the film, and we kind of look at this world round about him, a world where he kind of has turned his back on violence. He's doing everything he can to try and protect and help people who are in pain.
用事がある。宮天同盟の事務所まで来てくれ。嫌だ。
But he sees the degradation that's going on round about him, the way these Koreans are violent, antagonistic, and just causing complete disturbance, and without any kind of moral repercussions. They just don't see what they are doing, or if they do, they just don't care. They're causing complete and utter chaos, and we slowly see a community who are trying to deal with this slowly crumble under the weight of this persecution. And you kind of know where this movie is going. It's one of those movies where you see someone who's solemn, who's quiet, who does what he wants to do, who's trying to help the community, and you know that the pushing is eventually going to come to a halt, and there will be a unleashing of violence, which is what you get in this one. This leads to a phenomenal final 10 minutes with this violent set piece that is brutal, it is cathartic, it is visceral, and it just finishes the movie off perfectly. But for the most part, I would say focusing on Amamiya, the main character played by Noboru Ando, is wonderful. He shows that kind of remorse within his performance, that constant control and restraint that he has within his performance is wonderful. We know he's capable. We never really see much, but you just have that feeling that this is a man who knows how to handle himself, and he's choosing to turn the other cheek, and that is weighing heavily on him as he tries to better himself, which is a great aspect of the film.
俊二さんと同じことをなさるんですか?
後のことは頼むよ。
One of the aspects of this film is something that I love and hate at the same time. It's that antagonistic bad characters. They are so riotously scenery-chewing, evil, over the top, that I instantly despise them, and every time they do something, it is abhorrent and horrible, and you want their destruction. You need their destruction. You need someone to step up and stop this from happening. And it's annoying every time we see these characters doing something abhorrent, and you're just waiting on Amamiya to get to the point where we know he's going to sort everything. It may be destructive to everything that he's tried to do with himself, but for the larger community, it's something that needs to happen. I love the way this is shot as well. We get lots of scenes within the hospital. You get the narrow kind of hallways as it's full of characters, how the camera roams around these sequences within the small market town or the nightclub. It creates this roving camera that makes the place feel alive with the community aspect that we have going on, which is just wonderful. You feel as if there's so much life within this place, which only highlights the fact when it's being torn asunder by this group of criminals. Another fantastic movie. What can I say? Radiance really has done wonders in highlighting Kato, a man I never knew. These 4 films, the booklet, I could recommend all of them. They're all worth checking out. Let's dive into the disc and have a look at the extras. Here we are in the disc for By a Man's Face Shall You Know Him. Let's go to the special features. First up, we have Kenta Fukasaku. Filmmaker and stage director Kenta Fukasaku discusses By a Man's Face Shall You Know Him and his appreciation for the work of Kato. Shot for Radiance in November 2023, and this runs for 17 minutes 56 seconds. He talks about how Kato kind of worked this as a break from Toei to kind of work on something a little bit different. Although it does have typical Yakuza traits within it, it's very different from the movies of the time. His kind of camera placement and style throughout and how it kind of makes him stand out. Next up, we have a tribute to Sane Nakahara. We have Kenta Fukasaku again talking about the life and career of his mother, actress Sane Nakahara, the female lead of this film. This was shot in November 2023 as well, and it is 14 minutes 23 seconds. Obviously, being the son of this woman, he's got a great appreciation for her, talking us through her career, her kind of start in the Katsu, how she moved into bigger movies, how she had a great filmography, and just lets you know a little bit more about the woman. Next, we have Tale of Sacrifice. In this visual essay, Nathan Stewart delves into the extraordinary career of the film star gangster-turned-actor Noboru Ando. Again, filmed in November 2023, running at 22 minutes, 1 second. This focuses all about the Yakuza influence it filmed at the start, how they were getting involved in productions and helping people out and asking particular actors to portray them in biographies, how it wasn't really a Yakuza of sorts, more kind of like an upper gang member, and a little bit more about his career. Also included in this set is a 20-page booklet with a wonderful essay all about Noboru Ando and his rise from gangster to film star. And that's the extras for By a Man's Face Shall You Know Him. There we have it. By a Man's Face Shall You Know Him is another fantastic film. On the surface, looks like a kind of typical crime drama, has a lot more going for it, some nice thematics and a wonderfully visceral and unforgettable finale. I would highly recommend this one. Well worth checking out. I'd love to know your thoughts on this film, so let me know in the comment box below whether you love it, hate it, or if you've seen all 4 of the Kato movies, just rank them for me. Rank from your favourite to your least favourite. I'd love to know, just out of curiosity. As always, there is more content up here where you can see more of my stuff if you're interested. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership programme, manvfilm.com, always, in which you can support me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.